Hi everyone, my name is Elise Antoinette, but you can call me Elle, and welcome to Love She Wrote, where we read stories, write stories, and we live them. If you are someone who enjoys following authors' journeys, not even just authors, just creators, journey, if you enjoy book reviews and author tips, then this space is for you. All right, so the book that I'm going to try to get this all in one setting, by the way. Okay, so the book I'm reviewing is called Breathless by Beverly Jenkins. I rented it from my local library. Like, do people still go to the library anymore? If they don't, they should, because like it's really a vibe. Like I'm actually here now and they're like recording like podcast space, which is really nice. So thank y'all. But the book is basically no spoilers, but the book follows a young black woman who lives with her family in Arizona during the 1800s, and basically it's just one of those stories where it's just like woman has a very just traumatic experience to where she has vowed to never get married, never fall in love, and then a young man, comes in town and he shakes, switches all that up. So that's basically what the story is about. Without giving any spoilers, it's set in. Did I say it's set in Arizona? I think I did. Yeah, it's set in Arizona. So one thing that I noticed about me reading this book is that I think I'm more drawn to stories, historical stories that are set, you know, just I mean any really setting. It doesn't really matter as long as it's historical fiction. But I like the actual story, behind it with just a little bit of romance sprinkled in. Like the romance element doesn't have to be the main focus of the book. And so, I mean, don't get me wrong, I will like, I'm reading the sequel to this right now, so I'm going to keep reading Beverly and supporting her works, but I want to read more books that aren't just historical fiction romance. You know what I mean? Because like my book isn't a historical fiction romance per se. It's like a historical fiction drama. So I like, a little bit of drama, just a little bit of story, something to follow besides just romance. So that's just a takeaway from me reading that. But it's still a good book, still great characters. I love all of the supporting characters as well. I think that's really important in a story to have, your main characters, people fall in love with them, but the supporting characters I feel like are just as important because they're going to leave a mark to somebody, you know what I mean? And then in this case with her sister, Reagan, there's a sequel after it following her. So, as a writer, when you are writing these stories and you're writing these supporting characters, make sure that their story, even if it's just a small snippet in, the overall story, make sure it's important too and make sure that it's memorable because you never know as an author what you can do with their story. So the people that would enjoy this book is definitely people who already love historical fiction romances, who love historical fiction, drama, because there is some drama in it now. Just because I say it's a romance don't mean there's no drama because it is. You know, but definitely if you love reading stuff that is just different, you know what I mean? I feel like a lot of times as readers, we kind of just read the same thing over and over again because it's just we like what we like, but just reading something different, you know, um, and again, like if you just obviously love Beverly Jenkins, like, and if you haven't read this book yet, then I think you, I think you would like it. I would rate it. I don't know if I want to do that, but I mean, this is what a review is for. Out of 10, I think I would rate it a solid 8, maybe 8.5. Because I ain't gonna lie, Portia, she got on my nerves sometimes. Like she was a little annoying at some moments, but I mean, you just aren't we all annoying in some way, shape, or form? But I mean, she definitely grows. She's a character that has great character growth, especially once she just lets down these, guards and these walls that she's built up, which I mean, there's a reason behind it. but I just do love the softness that is shown in her growth as the story just continues. So yeah, 8.5 for sure. So yeah, this is my first book review. And if y'all have any other suggestions or just any recommendations for me as a historical fiction author slash reader, drop them in my comments. If you are an author and you have a historical fiction book out, please drop the link. I would love to support you, and just continue to follow me for updates on my book release and other videos I have coming for you guys. So just hit the like and subscribe button and share it with any other historical fiction readers that you know. And yeah, just have a great week, y'all.